Yes, can't even spell Hello Kitty. What a moron. Exactly. These are the kinds of people that PvP-focused games sometimes cater to. As I've said, the only people that want non-consensual, like non-opt-into PvP are 9 times out of 10 garbage players who can't handle it in an arena. They can't handle it in a fair fight. We're going to be playing the game 7 hours a day. It doesn't matter. The people that are actually going to be inconvenienced by this are people that have 2.5 hours to play the game every other day. And whenever 50 minutes of that 2.5 hours is taken up by somebody else harassing them and preventing them from being able to do what they want, this person will simply make a value assessment of trying to actually be able to play the game in the first place. The answer to that is no. And that's how you lose your casual player base, and that's how you kill your game. That's just what happens. Well, most people like doing PvE because most people that are doing PvP, I've always been of the mindset, and maybe this is an asshole thing for me to say, is that most people who value PvP and MMOs are people who can't cut it in PvP games. They're not good enough to be competitive in a game that actually requires skill in PvP, and so like they can't handle Valorant, they can't play League of Legends, they're not good at Call of Duty, so they're going around and they're playing some fucking game where they can buy a bunch of advantages to beat somebody who's just disadvantaged. Yeah, over level and trample people. Yes, this is what most MMO PvPers are in my experience.
PvP. The PvE servers would still have plenty of PvP content. PvE servers would still have sieges, wars, caravans, dueling, etc. Tons of opt-in PvP. But you would not be able to as easily grief other players into quitting the game entirely. You wouldn't be able to ruin other people's dungeon experiences. You wouldn't be able to do the same during raid.
You still would be able to ruin other players' dungeon experiences. There's plenty of griefing that you can do.
Or maybe you do something completely different and you have specific areas that are PvP on.
Let's get a PvP mind on here. Yeah, we're going to see. You can grief and troll in PvE. The fact that you act like PvE is pure and non-griefable. When did I ever say that you couldn't grief and troll in PvE? Whenever I just used an example of myself griefing and trolling somebody in PvE content in Wrath of the Lich King less than a month ago. When did I ever say that? I don't understand. Smartest PvP player. Yeah, exactly. Smartest MMO PvPer. There you fucking go, man. Holy shit. It's sad. 3-year-old take. Yeah, I mean, again, these people just don't understand, like, anything. It's actually sad. Permabanned? Yeah, but he's a fucking idiot. He's putting... Anybody who puts words in my mouth will get permabanned. I never said that.